Good morning, guys. Good morning to all, online and offline. My voice is clear. Online guys, my voice is clear. Okay, all right. Yesterday we discussed constructor in Java. Yesterday we discussed constructor in Java. Yeah. Okay. What is the constructor, boys? What is the constructor, boys? Constructor is nothing but a class name. Yeah. What kind of job of the constructor? What kind of job of the constructor? Huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 See, guys, I will ask the question. Boys, I will ask the question. What is the constructor? Tell me answer. Proper answer. Yeah, constructor is nothing but a class name. Very good. After that, hmm, while executing the, mm-hmm. Yeah, just you guys are able to answer. Constructor is nothing but a class name. That's it. If we want to execute any piece of code, must and should we need to create the constructor inside of the main method. And after that, the constructor informed to the object need to store the data inside of the database. That is the job of the constructor. That's it. You don't need to explain the constructor is go to the memory location. The constructor will verify line by line. Any space is there. That is your understanding purpose I was explaining. I was explaining your understanding purpose. Okay. That is your answer. Yeah. What is the, how many types is there in constructor? The first one, the second one, third one. Yeah. The mostly you guys are focused on first one. Okay. The first one type. Some people they will ask how many types. Some people they will ask what is the default constructor. Yeah. Tell me what is the default constructor? Yeah. Tell me. Yeah, correct. The default constructor is nothing but, if you want to create a constructor class, at least we need to create one constructor method. While executing the code, the Java compiler will validate this is the constructor class. In this constructor class, one constructor method is there. Within the constructor method, any implementation is there or not. And implementation is not there, the Java compiler injects some piece of code inside of the constructor method. Okay, that code is not visible, but it is executed. Okay. The next one, you guys are create any specific implementation inside of the constructor method. The Java compiler don't inject any piece of code. That is we call a default constructor. Is it clear or not, everybody? Okay, that is we discussed yesterday. Okay, see guys, please do read carefully. Okay, I think one or two people also only explain like that what I was discussed, and reminding people, I don't know you have an idea or not. What is the constructor? Okay, I said clearly this week I will conduct one assignment. Okay, before assignment, how much I completed, everything I will conduct. Is it clear? Yeah. The last time also, so many people are unable to write the code. Some people are getting some issues, create the project issues and installation issues. And I think everyone is clear. If still you people are unable to install the Java or anything Eclipse, did you get any issues? Please reach me. Definitely I will explain one more time. Yeah, write down. Parameterized constructor. Default is completed. Yeah. The next one, parameterized constructor. If you want to pass parameterized constructor, if you want to pass a specific number of parameters inside of the constructor method, if you want to pass a specific number of parameters, if you want to pass a specific number of parameters inside of the constructor method, that is we call parameterized constructor. That is we call parameterized constructor. Is it clear? Huh? Yeah. See guys, just example I will show you. See guys, constructor is nothing but a class name. When I creating different method here, we are able to get error. Okay. So what should be displayed? Set the method return type y like a void, or else change to constructor. I change the constructor. Okay. Just I need to provide into A comma into B, into A comma into B, and D equal to A into F equal to B. Control S. K, object name K, constructor, and here we need to pass some arguments. Okay. And if I want to provide H equal to some argument. Okay. Now I need to call here. Okay. This methods I need to call. This is the constructor. Okay. Example, take the screenshot. You guys are take the screenshot. For example, the next one, after completion of this one, and you guys are able to write no aux constructor, no aux constructor. Okay. See guys, if you guys are execute this one, system dot out dot println, just you guys are provide here the value, the value is, you guys are able to provide syntax token error, and we need to call here d and here we need to call f. Just I need to remove this one, plus nothing is there. System dot out dot println public void system dot out dot println, and we need to call here d double co, and inside of plus we need to provide here, okay, f is okay, the value, the value is, the value is if I want to print, okay, you guys are write down default no aux constructor. I will rectify this one, no aux constructor. The no aux constructor, write down the no aux constructor, the no aux constructor is like a default constructor. The no aux constructor is like a default constructor. We are unable to, we are unable to pass, we are unable to pass any type of, any type of arguments, only sometimes, or any type of arguments only sometimes, any type of arguments only sometimes. Yes. Okay. Yes, you guys are write down this one. Take the screenshot. Already is done. Already is done. Yeah, take it. Then, yeah, don't forget guys, default constructor. It is very, very important default constructor. Okay, if you guys are missed that one, okay, in interview time, first question, what is constructor? Second question, types of constructor. Third question, what is the default constructor? Fourth question, what kind of job of the constructor? Okay, they will ask four different ways. They will ask four different ways. Okay, you don't forget, those people are asking any way, immediately you people are able to answer. Okay, is it clear or not? Those people are asking anyway, you people are able to answer that one. Okay. The next concept, constructor is completed. The next concept, which one? Yeah, the no aux constructor also like a default constructor. Okay. The constructor method unable to accept the arguments only sometime. Okay. Only sometime. If you want to pass, if you want to pass any arguments while initialize this constructor class, while initialize the constructor class, the time, sometimes only the constructor unable to accept the arguments. Okay, that is we call no aux constructor. Your answer, when they will ask a no aux constructor, your answer, no aux constructor is nothing but a default constructor. That is first one. Second one, the no aux specifically sometimes is unable to accept the arguments. Okay, that's it. Those people are able to understand. Okay. The next one, the next concept is array in Java. The next concept, array in Java. Put the heading, the next concept, array in Java. Okay, done. Yeah, first of all, what is the array? What is use of the array? Okay, we need some scratch, guys. What is the array? What is use of the array? First of all, we are going to discuss about what is the array. Okay, what is the array? Array is nothing but one storage place. Array is nothing but one storage place. First point. Second point. Some people they call array is nothing but a container. Array is nothing but a storage place. Some people they call container. What is the meaning of the container? We need to store. Some people they call container. The third point, the array index start with 0, end with n minus 1. The array start with 0. Step number 3. The array start with 0, end with n minus 1. Fourth point. If you want to store any data or value inside of the container, if you want to store any data or value inside of the container, we need to follow same order. We need to follow same order. If you want to store, next point, if you want to store value or data at a time, if you want to store value or data at a time, the array does not allow. If you want to store values data, okay, you guys are merging the values and data. If you want to store the container, the array does not allow. Clear or not? If you want to store the data or value, we need to store same order. Same order means only value or only data. If you guys are try to store the value or data inside of the array does not allow. Clear? The next one. There are different types of array. The first one dimensional array, two dimensional array, three dimensional array. Is it clear or not? If you want to store the data, must and should we need to use square brackets. Must and should we need to use square brackets. See guys, syntax of the array. Syntax of the array. Okay. Data type, array name, data type, array name, equals to new, data type, and here you guys are provide size. What is the size? My storage place, my container size. Okay, that much of values I am able to store. Okay, is it clear or not? The next point. If you want to store some values, you no need to use array. When you guys are able to use, if you want to store a bunch of values, a bunch of data, the time we need to use array. 1 or 2 values before 10 values you no need to use. If you want to use more than 100, more than 1000, the time we need to use array. Is it clear or not? This is the syntax of the array. Syntax of the array. If I want to store the values, what is the syntax? Tell me. What is the data type? What is the data type, boys? Int. Why we need to choose the int here, boys? I need to store the values in my container. Okay, values, array name is the optional. Anything you guys are provide. New, what next? Int. My container size, my database size, 4. I am able to store only 4 values. Okay, the next one. If you want to store the data, what is the syntax? Boys, if you want to store the data, what I'm saying, kya? Tell me. What is use of the char? I said inside of the data type. If you want to print any single character, we need to use char. I said clearly. If you want to store the data, we need to use string. I said clearly. Okay, don't forget. S is always uppercase. S is always uppercase. This is the syntax of the array. Okay, I will repeat one more time. You guys are listen carefully. Yes, correct. You guys are listen carefully. The first step, the array is nothing but one storage place. Second step, the array, some people they call container. Third step, the array index start with 0, end with n minus 1. Fourth step, if you want to store a value or data, we are able to store same order. Same order. Fifth step, if you want to try to store value and data at a time, the array does not allow. Array does not allow. The next step, sixth step, if you want to store a sum of values, we no need to use array. If you want to store a sum of values, we no need to use array. Seventh step, if you want to store a bunch of data or value, the time we need to use the array. The next point, syntax of the array. Data type, square brackets, array name, equal to, new, data type, size. Okay. If you want to store a value into data type, if you want to store data, string data type, there are a different types is there in array. 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3 dimension. Okay. Mostly we are use in real time 1 mostly or 2. Maximum 1. Sometimes if you want to enter username and password, the time we need to use 2 dimension. That's it. Is it clear or not? Okay. Username password is there. Username password is only 2 columns is there. 3 columns we never expected. Is it clear or not? Okay. Yeah. That is we call array. I think you people are able to understand what is the array. You are unable to understand, please tell me. I will repeat one more time. You guys are able to understand? Shall I repeat? No RS. Online? Yeah, sure. Manoj, I will repeat. No problem. Yeah, the first one, the first step, array is nothing but a one. Array is nothing but a, what I'm saying? Array is nothing but storage place or one database. The second point, some people they call array is one container. The third step, the array index start with 0 and with the fourth step. If you want to store a data or value, we are able to store same order. Fifth step, Yeah, the array does not allow the both at a time. The next point, if you want to store a sum of values, the time we no need to use array. Okay, if you want to store bunch means lot of sum. Okay, bunch of values or data, the time we need to use array. The next one, syntax of the array. Syntax of the array. Data type, square brackets, array name, new, and data types and storage. If you want to store a value, we need to use int. If you want to store a data, we need to use string. That's it. The types of array, there are a different types. Is there 1, 2, 3. 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension. This is we call array. Is it clear? Now it is clear. Yeah. Write down. Array in Java. Still you guys are confused? Please, definitely, no problem. Where you guys are confused, you guys are, tell me, definitely I will explain. Yeah, write down. The array is nothing but one storage place. Steps wise you guys are write down. It is very easy to understand. The array is nothing but one storage place. Okay. The second step. Some people second step, some people they call the array is one container. Clear? One container. The third step, the array index number start. The array index start with the 0, end with the n minus 1. End with the n minus 1. If we want to store any value or data, if we want to store any value or data, if you want to store any value or data, we are able to store, same order. We are able to store same order. Next line. If we try to store values comma data at a time, values comma data at a time, values comma data at a time, the array does not allow. The array does not. If you want to try, if we try to store value comma data at a time, the array does not allow. Okay, yeah. Next line. If we want to store sum of values, the time, if we want to store sum of values, the time array is not required. Array is not required. Done? The next one. If you want to store a bunch of, if we want to store a bunch of values comma data, If we want to store a bunch of values, comma, data, we need to use, we need to use array. We need to use array. Next heading, syntax of the array. Write down on the board. Data type, square brackets, array name equal to new, data type, size. Syntax is done. Yeah. Next one. If you want to store the values, we need to use below syntax. If you want to store the values, we need to use below syntax. Kiran, if you want to store the values, we need to use below syntax. Yes, that syntax you guys write down inside of the box. Okay. Once you guys write the syntax, put the box. Yeah. Done now? Yeah. Next line. If you want to store a data, if you want to store a data, we need to use below syntax. We need to use below syntax. Done now? Very good. Next heading, types of array. Next heading, types of array. Next heading, types of array. There are a different types. Is there? There are a different types. Is there in array? The first one dimensional array. One dimensional array. DIMENSYONL. Dimensional. One dimensional array. Two dimensional array. Three dimensional array. Okay, done now? 1, 2, 3. Okay. See guys, now you guys are observe here. What I'm saying, the array index start with the 0. end with n minus 1. What is the size of my array? Clear, boys? Size of the array 5 is clear. Tell me how? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 5. How you guys are able to divide that one? For we are expecting 5, but array index start with 0 and with n minus 1. Yeah. N value, I am asking about boys. N value, the n value is the 5. Okay. Minus 1 equal to 4. Is there or not? Okay. The array index start with 0 and with n minus 1. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm saying, the third step, what I'm saying, if you want to store values or data inside of the container, we are able to store same order. We are able to store same order. We are able to store same order. Okay. Java, Selenium, Ruby, Python, and JSE. Okay. Java, Selenium. If you want to store a value or data, we are able to store same order. We are unable to store the values or data at a time inside of the array. The array does not allow. The array does not allow. Is it clear or not? Clear? This is we call one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah. Go to code, right click and create a class, and here array underscore exp, click on public static void main, click on finish. Clear? Okay. Now you guys are observe. I need to write the code methods wise. Public void. Okay. Method. Public void method. Okay. See, this is the array method. Array underscore method. You guys are observe here. Syntax of the array. What is this one? Double slash comment. Whenever you guys are provide the comment, whatever you provide inside of that comment, that is not executed. Okay. Understanding purpose. Whatever you did second step. Okay. Understanding purpose. This is the syntax. Syntax of array. Okay. See, if I want to store the values in my container, what is the syntax? Boys into square brackets, array name equal to new into, very good, size. What is the size? Our container size is the 5. Now I need to store the values in my container. store the values. Okay. See, in 0 position, some value is there. How I can store? Yeah, girls. చెప్పండి ప్రధాన్ చెప్తున్నారుగా. Yes. My container name is the A. My container name is the A. 45 value I need to store in my container. My container first bet A 0. Okay. A of 0, okay, equals to some value. And A of 1 equals to some value. And A of 2 equals to some value. A of 3 equals to some value. And the next one, A of 4 equals to some value. Clear? Now I need to cross check my values is stored or not in my container. Sys.out.println. Okay. The second position of value is just I am expecting A of 1. Okay. A of 1. Is it clear? If I want to execute this class, we need to create object for class. After new keyword, obj dot అది అలా ఉండాలి alert గా. Okay, constructor obj dot constructor. Now I will execute the code. Right click on here, run as Java application. My value was stored. Already what I was stored, okay, in my container, everything is stored. Just I need cross check the value 67, A of 2 is saved or not. I need to cross check. Everything will be reflected. Everything will be reflected. I think in this time you people are getting one doubt. You people are getting or not? సమస్య లేదంటారా? Yeah, we are able to print one value. Okay, fine. How you guys are able to print all the values? That one I will tell you later. Okay, that one I will tell you later when I discuss some concept. In that concept I will explain. Okay, clear? One dimensional array is clear? Everybody, do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt online and offline? One dimensional array. One dimensional array, you guys are able to understand? Is it clear? Everybody? Now, Manoj, if you want to store a data, any data, we need to use array. I said clearly before discuss the one dimensional array. If you want to store the value or data, we need to bunch of value or data, we need to use array. Yeah. Usha, I need to cross check the value is stored or not in my container. The value is stored or not in my container. That purpose I need to cross check. Yeah, not only 67, 1, you need to provide any 3. Okay, anything you need to cross check. The value is stored or not, you need to cross check. Yes, the value is stored. Okay. Yeah, In real time, Manoj, that one also I will explain. Every concept I will use inside of the Selenium. Okay. Yeah. You're asking where we can use this concept in Selenium. If I want to execute a application by using different credentials, I need to use arrays. I need to use arrays. First one. Manoj, where we can use in real time. If I want to store a data in database, I need to use array. Okay. These two things I will show you. Okay. When I start the Selenium. When I start the Selenium. Okay. Take the screenshot. Take the screenshot. Every code before you guys write the theory part. After that, you guys write the code. You guys are able to understand. Take the screenshot. Yeah, definitely. That one also you guys take it. The diagram also you need to draw that one under one dimensional array. After the code or before the code, you guys are write down. After the code or before the code, put the heading one dimensional array. Put the heading one dimensional array. If you want to store one dimensional array, if you want to store any values, comma, data, any values, comma, data in same order, any values, comma, data in same order, we need to use one dimensional array. We need to use one dimensional array. We need to use one dimensional array. Before store the data or value, before store the data or value, must and should we need to declare the, before store the data and value, must and should we need to declare the, what is that one? Must and should we need to declare the correct size. Must and should we need to declare the size. Okay, clear? Okay. After this theory, you guys draw the diagram. After the diagram, you guys write the code. This code. Okay. Okay. I will store 5 values. Okay. What happened? Tell me, guys. What type of error we are able to get? IT background. IT background. What type of, it is very, very important question in array. Okay. Our size is the 5. You guys are trying to store 6. What type of error we are able to get? Tell me one example. This is the question. Yeah, anybody, IT or anyone. Yeah, correct, error. Very good. Shashita. Sorry. The name is pronunciation. Okay. Now watch. Out of bounds exception. Out of bounds exception. Right click and execute. Out of bounds array in exception. See, out of array index out of bounds exception. Index 5 out of bounds for length 5. For length 5, index is the 5 out of bounds for length 5. You are providing index is the 5, but length is, you guys are without 0 length is 5. Tell me one example. We have 5-liter capacity can is there. Okay. We have 5-liter capacity can is there. If I want to pour more than 5-liter waters, then automatically it will be fell down. Is it clear or not? It is bounds exception. Bounds, out of bounds. Okay. If I want to pour more than 5-liter water, automatically it will be bounds. That is we call out of bounds exception. Same example copy paste there. If you guys are getting this question. Clear? Clear or not? Online? Yes, Mohammed. Is it clear? Okay. The next heading, two-dimensional array. The next heading, two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. You have an idea, matrix? Matrix. Okay. This is which matrix? This is 2 by 2 matrix. Okay. This is this column name. 0, 1. And this row name 0, 1. Okay. How many columns and how many rows? 2 columns and 2 rows. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. Is it clear? Okay. మీకు అర్థం అవటం కోసం ఈ పోర్ట్లన్నీ. Okay. 2 by 2. See guys, I want to store some value 78 here. I want to store some value here. I want to store some value here. I want to store some value here. Not this one. This is my container. My container name is the B. My container name is the B. In my B container, I stored some values in particular location. In particular location. Same manually I store the values here. Through code, how I can store the values? Is it clear or not? Manually I stored here. You people are understand clearly. Through code, how you guys are able to store? Tell me. Yeah, I will create a class array underscore exp2. Just I want to click on public static void main. Just I want to click on public static void main. I need to create the method array name. Okay. First of all, syntax of array. Syntax of array. What is the syntax, guys? Into square brackets. Okay. B equals to new into Square brackets, inside of the brackets, we need to provide size. Okay, my container size is the 2. This is a one-dimensional array. This is one-dimensional array. But I will try to write two-dimensional array. Just you need to provide here 2. And at the same time, here also you need to provide 2. This is we call two-dimensional array. 2 by 2. 2 rows, 2 columns. 2 rows, 2 columns. Is it clear? Okay, everybody is clear? Yeah. The next one. Store the values in array. Store the values in array. Tell me guys, I want to store 78 in first position. Guys, boys, huh? A of, where is the A? You need to remove the one dimensional in your mind. Okay, this is not a one dimensional, two dimensional. The array name is optional. You guys are provide your name also, but no need to provide like that. Any name you guys are able to provide. Is it clear? Yeah. Tell me boys, how I can store the 78 B of 0, 0. Next one, B of 0, 1. B of third value. B of 1, 0. B of, yeah, listen carefully, remaining guys. I want to store 78 in particular position. B, container name is the B. Storage place name is the B. 0, 0. 1 row, first column. First row, first column. The next one, I want to store some value second position. First row, second column. First row 0, second column 1. Okay, second column 1. That's it. Okay, now I want to store third value. Second row, first column 1, 0. The next one, I want to store one more value. Second column, second row, second column 1, 1. Now everybody able to understand? Everybody able to understand? Yeah, this is we call one dimensional array. Sorry, two dimensional array. This is we call two dimensional array. Okay, now tell me boys, tell me boys, how I can store the value? Boys, huh? B of 0, B of 0 or 0, 1? How many people B of 0, 0, B of 0, 1? 0, 1, tell me. 0, 1. Why people are calling, saying 0, 1? 0, 0, first position. First row, first column. Okay? First row, first column. Okay? B of 0, 0, some value. The next one, B of 0, 1, some value. The next one, B of, very good, 1, 0, some value. Okay? The next one, B of 1, 1. Okay? Some value. That's it. This is we call two-dimensional array. Sys.out.println. I need to verify this is stored or not. This is stored or not. You know guys, shortcut sys.out. System.out. You know shortcut. Sysout. Enter. Okay, I will try. Sys out, enter. Okay, sys SYSOUT, hold on shift button, click on space bar. Hold on shift button, click on, not shift button, control button. Hold on control, click on space button. Okay, SYSOUT. Okay, SYSOUT, hold on control button, click on space bar. Okay, that is shortcut. Clear? You need to cross check the 45 is stored or not in your database, and you guys are write down, create the constructor obj dot array, will execute, the value is stored or not. Okay, 45 10, what is the value? 45. Okay, very good. Okay, take the screenshot. Three-dimensional array is the homework. Is the homework. Okay, three-dimensional array is the homework. You guys are able to write three-dimensional array. You guys are try to write. Otherwise, I will show you. Yeah, very good. You guys are able to write. Okay, fine. You are unable to write. I will show you. Put the heading two-dimensional array. Put the heading two-dimensional array. If we want to store any values inside of the two-dimensional array, we need to write or provide. We need to write or provide. We need to write or provide particular size, then store the value, Okay, yeah, take this screenshot and take the diagram, this one. Okay, you guys are write this diagram, this one. Okay, now then it is completed, guys. Okay, write down, not here continuation, rough. Same how you guys are store the value one dimension, same you guys are store the data. Okay, how you guys are store the value one dimension, same you guys are store the data in one dimension. Yeah, I will show you diagram example, this one. ఓకే, గాట్ ఇట్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్? మీరు ఎలా వన్ డైమెన్షన్లో వాల్యూ స్టోర్ చేశారో అదే విధంగా డేటాను కూడా స్టోర్ చేయండి కోడ్తో. ఎస్, రైట్ డౌన్ హౌ యూ గైస్ స్టోర్ ద వాల్యూ సేమ్ లైక్ యూ గైస్ స్టోర్ ద డేటా. యా, రైట్ డౌన్ గైస్. రఫ్. ఓకే, రఫ్. You guys are able to understand? Yeah, you guys are right on. I will write it here. Okay. Online guys, you guys also write down. Guys, third bench, don't write, don't do the copy paste in from online or anywhere. Okay, I said clearly how you guys store the data value. I said same process, just data type will change. Same process, but data type only change. Done now? Online and offline. You guys are complete the. You guys are completed or not? Boys, anybody? Boys, completed. Voice done. After. Okay. Online guys is completed. Yeah, I stopped the screen. Yeah, I will share my screen. Online guys, you guys are verifying that is correct or not. Voice, you did right or wrong? Anything? Okay. See on the board. Hmm? Anything. Data. Just I created an example here. You guys are store anything. Anything. Okay. Is it clear or not? Yeah. If you want to store the data, we need to write the syntax of the string. S is always uppercase. If you want to store the data, that data you need to provide under double quotes. I said clearly what is the difference between the int and the string. Okay? Is it clear or not? Take the screenshot. Twice or try to write that is right or wrong. I will make it definitely. Okay? ఏ కోడ్ మీకు వదిలేయండి ప్రతి కోడ్ నేను రాస్తాను I will write every code. Just you guys are able to understand or not, I need to cross check. Is clear? Okay. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I will continue tomorrow. Okay. And who are completed the task and show me that one. Okay. When you guys are leave that one, when you guys are leave the session, you guys are show me the code string. I will verify. Yes. Yeah. And offline guys, if you guys are complete that one. Yes. Okay. Before leaving the session, show me that code. See guys, what is that one? What is this one? Huh? Which name? Yeah, show me on offline guys. Yeah, so pressure resume. Okay, some people are asking Friday, Saturday also. Okay, actually the pressure resume I was upload 9 o'clock batch. I forget guys. Okay, definitely. Before 2 o'clock, not 2, 3 o'clock, I will upload the pressure resume and experience resume. Both I will upload. ఇంటు కాదు స్ట్రింగ్ ఇక్కడ స్ట్రింగ్ అసలు వాడకూడదు డేటా టైపు ఏ ఏ ఆఫ్ 0 ఏ ఆఫ్ 1 ఇంటూ ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ డిక్లేర్ చేసావు ఇక్కడ ఇంటూ కాదు స్ట్రింగ్ కానీ ఇక్కడ వాడకూడదు పెన్ను ఓకే ఇక్కడ అసలు వాడకూడదు మర్చిపోయి కూడా వాడకూడదు ఇక్కడ ఇది వాడకూడదు ఓన్లీ ఇది మాత్రమే యూజ్ చేయాలి ఓకే యా దట్స్ ఇట్ యా డన్ దా ఓకే సూపర్ ఆ, ఓ మెయిన్ మెథడ్ లో రాసావా? ఆ, డబుల్ కోడ్. సెలీనియం, రూబీ, పైథాన్, డబుల్ కోడ్. వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే అమ్మా. డబుల్ కోడ్ లో పెట్టా. ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే, ఫైన్. బాగుంది. అమ్మా ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి కెరియర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ప్రొఫెషనల్ సమ్మరీ. స్కిల్స్ ముందు ప్రొఫెషనల్ సమ్మరీ. ప్రొఫెషనల్ సమ్మరీ వచ్చి మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ లో ఏమైతే నేర్చుకున్నావో మొత్తం పెట్టాయి. ఓకేనా? ప్రొఫెషనల్ సమ్మరీ అని చెప్పేసి ఇంకొక రో పెట్టేసి దాంట్లో ప్రొఫెషనల్ సమ్మరీ అని పెట్టి మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ లో మీరు స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి అంటే ఎస్డిఎల్సి నుంచి టెస్టింగ్ టెర్మినాలజీ వరకు ఆర్ ఫండమెంటల్ వరకు మొత్తం పెట్టేసేయండి. అది ఒక పేజీ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, మొత్తం 3 పేజెస్ వస్తాయి. ఓకే. ఓకే, డన్. ఇది డబల్ కోడ్ లో ఉండాలి డేటా. మనం ఏంటి, స్ట్రింగ్ స్ట్రింగ్ యాడ్, ఇక్కడ యాడ్. ఓకే, దీన్ని డబుల్ కోడ్ లో పెట్టాలి. ఓకేనా? ఇది డేటా టైప్, ఇది డేటా యారే నేమ్. యారే నేమ్. ఓకే, ఇది డేటా టైప్. ఓకే, ఇది నాన్ ప్రిమిటివ్. ప్రిమిటివ్ కాదు, నాన్ ప్రిమిటివ్. ఓకే, ఇది అర్థమైంది కదా? ఆ, ఆ అమ్మాయిని కూడా చూపించు మనం. ఓకే, డన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓకేనమ్మా, వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే, డన్. మీదమ్మా చూపించావా? చెప్తా, నేను చెప్తారా మిస్టేక్ చేస్తే. థ్యాంక్ యూ, బాయ్. ఇది డేటా అనేది యారే నేమ్. యారే నేమ్ అనేది మన కంటైనర్ నేమ్, మన స్టోరేజ్ ప్లేస్ నేమ్. దీని ద్వారా దీన్ని స్టోర్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు డేటా 0 జావా, డేటా 1 జావా, 5 4 సైజ్, 0 1 2 3 4 సైజ్. ఓకేనా? అలాగే. ఓకే, డన్. ఇక్కడ వచ్చి రెండే స్టోర్ చేసావా? ఓకే, రెండే. ఓకే, డన్. డేటా, డేటా మీన్స్ యువర్ నేమ్ is data, your age is the value. Your age is the value or number. Okay, your name is the data string. You, yeah, you can provide float also, you can use. That is the decimals. For example, how many credits, not credit, how much of percentage your 10th standard or intermediate. That is decimals. Okay. Yeah, that is comes under value, but we need to use, you are providing decimals, but must and should float or double you can use. Double code. Okay. B. Okay, done. 3 dimensional. మూడు స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, పెట్టుకోకూడదు. ఓకే, 2 బ్రాకెట్స్ స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ పెట్టుకొని దాంట్లో 3 by 3 అది ఏంటంటే డైమెన్షన్ షేప్ వస్తుంది. డైమెన్షన్ షేప్కి వచ్చి కొన్ని వాల్యూషన్ స్టోర్ చేయాలి. ట్రై చేయండి, లేకపోతే నేను చెప్తాను. డన్నా? ప్రింట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. చేసుకోవచ్చు, క్లాస్ కాల్ చేయని అవసరం లేదు. చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఎస్వైఎస్ఓయుటి, ఎస్వైఎస్ఓయుటి రాసి కంట్రోల్ పట్టుకో, హోల్డ్ పట్టుకో, హోల్డ్ చేయి. ఎస్వైఎస్ఓయుటి చూడు, ఎస్వైఎస్ఓయుటి, హోల్డ్ కంట్రోల్, క్లిక్ స్పేస్ బార్. వచ్చిందా? ఎస్. ఏం కొట్టా? ఎస్. డిఫరెంట్ వచ్చింది. బెస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇస్ ది ఎస్వైఎస్ఓయుటి. ఆటోమేటిక్గా కాల్ చేయకపోయినా వచ్చేస్తాయి. చెయ్యిపోయినా చెయ్యి కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ కాల్ చేయని అవసరం లేదు. ఓకేనా, ఆటోమేటిక్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా. చెప్పు, మీ డౌట్ ఉందా నీదేట? సెకండ్ మెథడ్ క్లాస్ రాసిన తర్వాత క్లాస్ లోపల మెథడ్స్ రాసుకోవాలి, మనకి ఇష్టం వచ్చిన మెథడ్స్ రాసుకున్న రాసుకున్న తర్వాత ఆ మెథడ్స్ మొత్తాన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయాలి అంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ఆల్ ద మెథడ్స్, మెయిన్ మెథడ్ లోపల ఇన్సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద మెయిన్ మెథడ్ వీ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఫర్ ద క్లాస్. క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఏదైతే ఇచ్చావో దానికి ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. క్రియేట్ చేసేసి ఆ మెథడ్స్ ని స్టోర్ చేయాలంటే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ద్వారా, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ద్వారా లోకల్ మెథడ్స్ ని కాల్ చేసుకోవాలి. ప్రతి ఒక్క మెథడ్ కాల్ చేయాలి, ఆ మెథడే ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. నేనే రాంగ్ ఇచ్చాను. దట్ ఈస్ ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు మిస్టేక్. దట్స్ ఇట్. నెట్ ఉండాలి. ఇదేనా? షో ఇన్ ఫోల్డర్ అంతే కదా. రైట్ క్లిక్, ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్. అది ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ అవని ఏంటి డౌట్? ఇట్స్ ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే. ఏమొస్తుంది ఏమి? It does not contain main type. నో, అది ఓపెన్ చేయదు మీరు అసలు. అది క్లోజ్ చేయి చెప్తా. అది క్లోజ్ చేయి. ఇదిగో పైది ఓపెన్ చేయి. అది ఓపెన్ చేయి. దాంట్లో సింబల్ ఉంది చూడు, లాగ్, టాస్ బార్ లోకి లాగేసి. ప్రతిసారి అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి క్లిక్ చేయవు కదా, అందుకోసం అని చెప్పేసేసి డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేసుకో ఇక్కడికి. విండోస్, ఓకే. 8 విండోస్ 10 అప్డేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. i3. i3.